Hey Steve, Alfie here. So, here we are with our switch, our Carling single pole, single throw switch. Pulled out of a crybaby, same as the one in your Vox pedal. And what I've done here with this box, I just put it into a box with a socket, guitar lead socket, so I can use it to switch my amplifier's channels. So you can always recycle these old parts. So, this is the one from my crybaby, but mine's a true bypass now, so it doesn't really matter. Now with these switches, now even though, let me see if I can peel that back, that's better. We have something to point with. This alligator clip will do. One terminal here on the left, another terminal there on the left at the bottom, and another terminal there on the left. Doesn't make any sense. We have one terminal here on the right, another terminal here on the left, and then one terminal here on the left at the top. So there's three terminals. Now how it works, these switches, that's the common terminal on the left to the top. Top left is the common terminal, it's always active. And then it switches between the left bottom terminal and the right bottom terminal. Now, with these switches here, now when I'm using it with my multimeter, it looks like it is a break before make switch, which is what we're hoping to do. So I'll attach these leads to the common one, which is the terminal at the top on the left hand side, and then to the terminal on the right hand side. Let me just lean this on this tube screamer pedal here. I knew that pedal would come in handy for some reason. Now if I click the switch on this, there's like a slight delay before the circuit of the switch, or the switching system, actually kicks in. So I think it's break before make, which is what we want to do. So we want to break the cycle of contacts before we make it to the next one. And a way in which you can hook up this switch, now I'm hoping this will work, I'm not 100% sure if it will work. What we can do is, the top terminal here on the left, that'll be a common. Now the Boss style momentary switches, they've only got two leads, so you'll connect a lead to this one, doesn't matter which lead you want, any lead to the top left terminal. There, and then what you'll do is you'll connect this terminal here to the right, and this terminal here to the bottom and the left. You'll connect those together and then run that to the other wire that was going to the original Boss momentary switch. So let me just simulate that here with what I kind of have handy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to connect these leads here. Now I've got a jumper lead here, so I'm going to connect these bottom two terminals, so terminal on the right and bottom left, together. Now they're together. So the multimeter is reading that this is connected regardless of how I switch the switch. It's always going to be active, but if we click it, you see that for a split second the circuit or the switch or the contacts of the switch separates. Click it again and it does it again. So I am hoping that you can use this original switch here, this original Carling single pole, single throw switch from your wah pedal, with your drop-in chorus circuit, wah pedal thingy majiggy, whatever you want to call it, and that's how you'll do it. So once again, from the top, take all these leads off. Right, we've got our pedal here. What we're going to do is we're going to connect this lead here, this bottom to the right. We're going to connect that to the bottom and the left. We're going to connect those together and connect it to one of the wires from the momentary switch of the Boss pedal. It doesn't matter which wire. Then we're going to take the other wire from the momentary switch of the Boss pedal and we're going to connect it to the top left terminal here. And that way it may work, depending on what your switch is. Your switch may be a little bit different to mine, but I've heard most of these Carling switches are actually exactly the same. If that doesn't work, you may have to get that momentary soft touch switch that I gave you the link to, essentially the link to from smallbear.com, Small Bear Electronics, and then your pedal will work and it'll be easy to put in. And as for the power, you don't need your DC power jack, on the pedal. You don't need it, but your battery leads will obviously be running off this. Most of the time they run off the other two terminals that are attached to this jack, which there's three terminals on the jack because this is actually a switch as well. But see what you can do. If you can keep your Mongoloid DC input jack in with the circuit board, leave it in there. If not, send me a couple of pictures of the circuit board and I'll have a look at it, and I'm sure you can figure it out yourself. You just trace the wires to where they would have been connected for power and ground, and that's where you connect your battery snap. But other than that, I hope it works out for you, dude. Remember, send me lots of pics, and yeah, keep rocking, man. Catch you next time.